I was out of town for the last week and a half visiting my family, and after taking a much needed break, I'm ready to get back into the swing of things. I've got orders to fulfill and content to batch, but most importantly, I'm wrapping up the summer and getting ready for the fall collection coming very soon, which you'll get a sneak peek of in this vlog. So without further ado, let's get into it. Good morning, guys. Today is going to be a big production vlog because I've been out of town for the last week and a half and I have quite a few orders to catch up on. So that's what we're going to get started with. I have a few custom Sadie tops that I'm going to start with first. I got fabrics right before I left for it, so we're doing a little yellow and a deep red moment, which I think will be so cute. Right before I left, I went fabric shopping, so I got these, and I also got quite a few new fabrics for my actual collections, and I'm so excited about it. I'm planning my fall and winter lines right now, and I think they're gonna be so fun. So this set, which I have both in pink and white on my website, both completely sold out, and you guys clearly really loved them. I really love them. They're so cute, so comfy, like just look really great, and I was looking for more fabrics that were kind of similar. These were pointel fabrics that I got at Joann's right before they were closing, and obviously I can't get that anymore, so like these are completely done with. But I was trying to find more fabrics that could be used for it, like something just really soft. And I did find two really soft fabrics that I think I'm going to use for them, which I'm really excited about. They're gonna be black and blue, so that's coming for the fall. I also got black fabric for the Megan dresses, which I'm excited about, but I want to get through all of these orders first so that then I can get started on that. I'm planning a whole photo shoot for the next collection, and that's going to be not next week, but the week after, I think. So I need to start making that soon. You will get a whole vlog process of it because it's the first time I'm doing like a proper kind of more editorial shoot with a lot more models. Probably since like, I think 2022 was the last time I really did that, where like I booked out proper studio space and had people come and like model for me, and I did the whole like spring collection of 2022, which was here in LA before I even moved to LA. Like I came to LA and I shot it here, and it was really fun. I think that was maybe the one and only time I've ever done something like that, and it did really well, and I don't know why I haven't done that since. But that one I shot myself, and this time my friend Maddie is going to be shooting it, which I'm really excited about because she's done majority of my photo shoots and she always kills it, and I just feel like we have really good creative symbiosis. Like we just work really well together. So that's coming soon, and that'll be a whole vlog on its own of just prepping the whole collection, the photo shoot, the launch, all of that. Which, to be fair, it's not like there's any new styles, it's just going to be new colors of the same styles. Like I'm trying to be in a good groove of having kind of like signature styles, and then I just find different fabrics to make them with, because I think for the longest time I was making collections and just having new pieces all the time, which is fun, but then I feel like I never had a certain style that people knew they could come back to, or like signature styles. Like I feel like I was always just trying to make something new, and while that's fun, I also want to be like known for certain things. So the Sadie tops are here to stay. The Megan dresses so far are here to stay. The lounge sets you guys really loved, so those are gonna be here to stay. Lots of fun things that are coming soon. I'm gonna cut both of these Sadie tops out, and then I don't know if I'm going to sew them right away or if I just want to cut out kind of everything first, because I have a few orders that I need to cut. So I don't know, we'll see. I'm on day 1 of my period today. Like I just got it maybe an hour ago, so TBD on how much energy I'm going to have all day, but I do need to get these orders out kind of ASAP because I've been out for a hot minute. Okay, I finished sewing one of the tops, so I have this one fully done. I cut out the yellow one, and then I also cut out the last white lounge set order that I had. I had already cut out the top for it, I just hadn't cut out the bottom, so I cut those out as well. So I just have those ready to sew. I am gonna take a break because it's about my lunchtime right now, so I'm gonna have lunch and then I get back to this. I'll try to get the yellow one out today as well, just because this is the first order in terms of like dates that I should be getting out. And I know she also told me she wanted to wear this for a photo shoot sometime very soon, so I do want to get that out as soon as I possibly can, hopefully today. And then the white set is the next one, and also just like, I don't know, I feel like it's easier to do stuff on my searcher just like kind of quickly, especially when I've been kind of out of the loop and I'm just like tired. My sleep schedule has just been so whack the last week and a half. I've been wearing this ring for a hot minute, which I'm sure you guys have noticed. It's the Ultra Human ring, which is basically just a smart ring that kind of tracks a lot of things. So it tracks your sleep, and I'm like barely starting to catch up on all the sleep that I like missed when I was out of town, because the night I left LA to go to Dallas, I quite literally had 4 hours of sleep, which was nothing. And then I just feel like recovering that has been really tough, just because like time difference and being with family and, you know, trying to not be like sleeping in when I'm visiting and all of that. So I'm just now starting to get it back to where it needs to be, but I feel like my body's still just so tired. And on top of that, because it's day 1 of my period, I'm just extra exhausted. So anyway, all that to say is that serging things feels a lot easier to do sometimes when I'm sewing, just because it's a little bit more mindless, a little faster. I don't have to like get up as much to kind of like pin stuff and whatever. Like, I don't know, it just feels easier. All I have to say is that I'm gonna take a break and then get back to this and hopefully finish the other yellow top so that we can get that order out of the way. And then if I'm feeling up for it, I'll try to also do the white set, but I don't want to push myself too much today because I know I'm tired and I don't want to wear myself out even more. None of this is super urgent. I'm just trying to get it out as soon as possible, but it's not like end of the world, so I don't want to push myself too much if not needed. But I'll catch you guys after my lunch break. Finished the yellow Sadie top. It is so cute. I just need to iron both this one and the red one, and they're ready to be shipped off. These are going to the same customer. So that's that. I think I'm going to try to get through the white set as well. Those are also pretty quick to do. I feel like I'm in a pretty good groove right now. And I think once I finish the white set, if I'm still feeling up for it, I might just cut out the next orders that I have. I have a black Sadie top I need to cut out, a pink Megan dress, and I also have an olive patchwork baby tee, but I think I want to save that one for last and then also just make a few other ones of that. I also want to make some of the pants just to have stock and inventory of those, because I want to bring those back for the fall. They've been on my website this whole time, but I just haven't promoted it because I feel like they're very fall vibes. So I definitely want to start making more of those here soon. But I'm feeling good, feeling productive. I'm like trying to get back into the swing of things after being gone for a hot minute, and it's always kind of an adjustment, but I feel like I'm doing pretty well so far. What I haven't done a good job of at all is posting, because I brought the wrong hard drive on my trip, so I didn't have any of the stuff that I thought I was gonna have to be able to like edit and post while I was out. So that's why my previous vlog was 2 weeks late, and that's why I didn't post like at all on my brand account. And it really killed my vibe, because I was so excited to just like take a break but still be able to, you know, edit and work and whatever, and I just have been out of it completely. So I do still have a lot of computer work I also need to catch up on, and a lot of things to edit and kind of to get through. So I think I'm just gonna maybe do the white set and maybe leave the rest for tomorrow to give myself a break. I feel like it's, you know, making 3 full orders is a pretty good solid stopping point. But yeah, it's only about 1:30 p.m. right now though, so it's still early in the day, so that way I could just finish the white set pretty early on and still have a little bit of time later to do computer work and also like chill for the night. So we're doing good, being productive. But yeah, let's get this white set done. Set is officially done. This is the very last one I'll ever send out, but I'm really excited for the new colors. I have black and then this really beautiful kind of like grayish dusty blue. It's really pretty, and I'm really excited to get those fabrics out soon once I get through all these orders. That is 3 pieces for 2 orders out that are done today. I've been writing stuff down on this random piece of pattern paper that I have. I used to keep a notebook of every order I had to make that week and like, you know, cross things out because I'm such a visual person. And then I've also been putting them on my wall and then like taking them off my wall when I'm done because again, I'm a very visual person. I cannot have it on my phone, cannot have it digitally, does not work for me. So I've been doing that. I have 3 more pieces to make of orders that I have pending. So that's about half of them. I think I am going to take a break for today because I'm starting to cramp pretty badly and I just need to like sit for a sec, but I feel really good about getting those out of the way at least, and I can ship them out tomorrow. But for today, I think we're gonna call it a day, and I'm gonna get back to you guys tomorrow when I'm a little bit more energized than I am right now. So it's actually a few days later. I kind of unintentionally took the day off yesterday, not like fully off, but I was just on my computer and doing that kind of work and also just cramping and not feeling well. And then also it was Wednesday, so we had a Taylor Swift podcast to listen to, and we also had The Summer I Turned Pretty. So I was locked into my TV all day yesterday basically. I am so excited about the new Taylor Swift album. I'm obsessed with the imagery. I am eating it up. I feel that that's already going to be my Halloween costume. Like, I'm just feeling excited, something to look forward to. I was not expecting a new album so soon, so I'm excited. I think that'll be so fun. Great episode of The Summer I Turned Pretty. Also very excited about that. It's a great time to be a fangirl right now, is basically what I'm getting at. Like, I love being a fangirl. It's just so fun. That was my day yesterday, basically, which is why I did not vlog, clearly. But I'm trying to figure out how to lay this out. I did go to the post office yesterday and dropped off the packages, the pieces that I made in the last bit of this vlog. So today I'm just gonna keep working on a few more orders that I have. So I have a black Sadie top order to make, and I think I'm just gonna cut out a few other ones. I don't think I'm gonna make the other ones yet, but I'm just gonna cut out like more sizes of it. So I made quite a few for the last flea market that I did, and I gave them to Atlas, but sizing wise, I haven't gotten around to making too many mediums, and I feel like that's a pretty common size. For me, at least, the sizes that sell best are usually smalls. Smalls sell the best, and then I would say mediums, extra smalls, and larges. I don't get too much above or below that. Every once in a while, like I do, obviously, but when I say like most popular, usually small medium tends to be it for me. So I need to cut out more mediums because I just don't have too many in stock, and that's the size that I'm cutting out for this order. So yeah, I'm gonna not fully make all the other ones that I cut out, but I just want to have them cut out for whenever I do my next kind of big production day. But I do need to get these orders out first because they've been sitting there for a hot minute, and it just like stresses me out to have them sitting there for a while. So I'm gonna cut these out. So this order up, and then I have 2 other orders to get to. One is a pink Megan dress, which I do have one pre-made. I just need to double check that the length of that one matches the length that this girl wants. And then I also have an olive patchwork baby tee to make, which once I make that one, I do want to sit down and make quite a few others, because once I get in the groove of patchworking, it's just easier to keep being in the groove, and I haven't made stock of that in a hot minute. So that's the plan. We'll see how much we get to today. Okay, I took a very long break between the time I cut this out and I actually sewed this. I just like was not feeling well. I got such a bad headache. I feel like whenever it's gloomy outside, because it's gloomy today, my body's just like, nope, we need the sun. You're gonna feel like shit today. So I just felt like shit, and I just like needed to sit down because I could not. So anyway, all that to say is that I could have probably made like 4 of these shirts by now, but I've made the one that is an actual order. I did cut out 4 other ones though, so those are ready for the next time that I need to like quickly produce a few more. I honestly find that the most time-consuming part of sewing is always the cutting. I don't mind sitting at my sewing machine all day long and like sewing, but cutting things out, I dread the most. It takes so long for no reason, especially when you're obviously trying to be mindful of the amount amount of fabric that you're using and saving, and, you know, piecing things in a way that makes the most sense to save fabric and not just like cutting in an easy way, I guess. Like sometimes it just takes a little bit more thought. I swear that takes me longer than actually sewing the piece sometimes. So anyway, I think I'm going to package this one up and send it out today because I just think I need to like go outside and get some fresh air and go for a walk because I haven't done that in a hot minute. So I think that would be good for me. Realistically, I don't know if I'm going to sew anything else today. I was really hoping for a very productive day, and then I just don't think that's in the cards for me in terms of sewing anyway. I do have a lot of behind the scenes stuff that I've been working on that I am very excited about. That obviously is still productive work. You're just not seeing it because it's not me sewing. But there's a lot coming soon that I'm planning. I'm planning my fall collection and this whole like photo shoot around it and like concept, and I want to like really make like a good, not like full series, but like few videos on kind of how I'm prepping everything and how it's all coming together. So I know you guys like the whole behind the scenes and like, you know, showing my content strategy and stuff like that. So I've been planning that when I'm not sewing. So I'm not being productive. It's not stuff I can show just yet. So it feels like I'm not being very productive. I'm gonna just finish ironing this out, make sure everything's nicely pressed, and then yeah, I think I'm just gonna package this up, send it out today, and I'll probably update you guys not tomorrow because I'm gonna be at an event most of the day, but maybe the next day. I don't know when I'm gonna keep this vlog going, but you'll get an update eventually the next time I do something for my shop. I can't remember when the last day I vlogged this week was, but it's definitely been a few days. It's Sunday now. I have been unintentionally productive this entire weekend, but I haven't really been filming it. But yesterday, Saturday, I spent most of the day just cleaning out my fabric closet. I cleaned out pretty recently, so it wasn't like it was messy, but I just wanted to go through a lot of my fabrics again and kind of sort things based on like what I can make out of them, because as you guys know, I've been trying all year to make stuff out of the fabrics I already have. Obviously, I've also been buying a lot of fabrics this year, but I have been making quite a dent in my actual fabric closet pile, which has been nice, especially now that I'm doing a lot more markets and in-person things. I've been a little bit more called to do little accessories and scrunchies and just like one-off pieces that are easier to sell that way. So I kind of just went through my entire fabric closet yesterday to pick out some more fabrics that I can make other stuff out of, and in doing so, I was like, oh, I have so many scraps, so many things that I just haven't made use of. And if you've been following me for like a while or since the beginning of my brand, I used to do a lot of stuff with my scraps at the very beginning of everything, and then I just started getting really overwhelmed with the amount of scraps I had and being able to use them up and finding like different techniques and ways of utilizing them, and it just got really overwhelming. So I haven't really done a lot with my scraps lately. I've been just piling them up, like they're just still in my fabric closet, but I just haven't done a lot with them. And then yesterday I got inspired out of nowhere to make a few pillows, which I've been thinking about doing for a really long time. I just hadn't like sat myself down to do it because a lot of times sewing feels like work, and so it's rare that I have a day where I'm like, I just want to sew for the sake of sewing because I enjoy it, and yesterday was kind of that day. So I made a few pillows which are really cute. Let me go grab them. Actually, I'll grab two of them. So I made these cute little heart-shaped pillows with my scraps, which are really cute. So this one's red and it has a nice little like ruffle all around it, and this one's out of this white like blanket fabric that I found that I had, and yeah, these are filled with partially some like poly filling that I had, but also a lot of my scraps. So I got rid of a lot of my scraps. I made 3 of these pillows because that's how much fabric I had for these, and then I've just made 1 of these. I could make another one, I just haven't. So I ended up making 4 pillows, which got rid of quite a lot of scraps actually, and I think I'm gonna sell these at markets. I think it's a cute little like decoration and an easier purchase because I can sell these for a lower price point since I'm not spending any money to make them and they're relatively quick. And then I found more fabrics to make scrunchies out of. So here's my little pile of fabrics that I want to cut out for scrunchies, and then I've had other fabrics also just like laying around that I've pre-cut to make scrunchies out if I just hadn't yet. This one I got at an estate sale recently. It's a really pretty floral, and I just made a couple of scrunchies with it. They're so cute. This is what they look like. So I have a couple more strips cut out here. I also have a few strips of the green silk that I've been working with. I've been making samples with this. I don't know why I decided to make samples with the actual silk fabric instead of doing it with something else. In my head, it was gonna turn out great, and the dress I made didn't turn out how I wanted it to. So anyway, I used the scraps from that to cut out a few more strips, and then I also have strips of the Silver Megan dress fabric from like the offcuts. so have a few of those. So I've just been kind of messing around with kind of smaller pieces and smaller things that I can bring to markets. I'm really inspired to do a few more markets for this year. I don't know how many I'm gonna do. It's not like I can do them weekly or anything, but doing one in September that I've already signed up for, September 13th at the Silverlake Flea, which is a Saturday. And I really want to do a couple leading up to the holidays. Like I would like to do November and December. And so that's where I think having smaller little like accessories or just cuter little gifts is easy. So that's what I've been doing. I did not intend to film today whatsoever, but I was like, I've been sewing all weekend and I haven't like shown any of it, and I figured it would be fun to share. So I do still have a couple of orders to finish up, but I do try to take my weekends to be weekends and do stuff for myself. Even if it's productive, like I want it to be stuff for myself, not always like I need to like, you know, edit videos and fulfill orders or whatever. It's kind of more like fun stuff for me, I guess, or more low-key. So I'm gonna sew a few more scrunchies since I'm already kind of at it. I think these are so fun and so cute. I really like this print. It's kind of very like spring summer, but I feel like it's always summer in LA, so very cute. And I know a lot of people use elastic, like normal sewing elastic for scrunchies, but I'm a big believer in using actual like hair ties because I think they hold a lot better. So I just got a pack of a bunch of them, and these are like really thick and like sturdy. I feel like these are gonna be really good. So let's sew up some more scrunchies because that's apparently what I'm in the mood for today. I went out for like a 2-hour walk today with a hat on, and I feel like my hair is still so flat, so don't mind that. But I made a few more. Here's some more scrunchies. I think they're so cute and so like fluffy. I'm really liking these silver ones. I think they look so fun. So I might make a few more later, but because it's a Sunday, I don't like to force myself to like get X amount of things done or whatever. It's kind of just like if I feel like doing it, I'll do it. So I made a few, kind of bored of it, so I'm not gonna continue, but I do want to show you guys some other fabrics that I found in my fabric closet that I want to use for actual clothing pieces for my upcoming pop-ups. I was trying to look for things that are stretchy, because if I'm making stuff that's like one of a kind or two of a kind, I prefer doing something with stretch because that spans over a few different sizes. Like if I make a small, it can fit like an extra small to a medium. Or if I make a medium, it fits like a small to a large. You know, like it just has a little bit more range than when I do something that's super fitted as a one-off. It's a little bit harder to sell sometimes. So anyway, I found this little striped fabric, which I think would be cute for a baby tee or two. I'm not sure how many I can get out of this. And then I found both of these kind of like mesh fabrics that I also think would be really cool for either baby tee or like a long sleeve kind of baby tee. I love a mesh top. Like I love wearing mesh tops just as a layering piece or just with like a black bra under, like a, you know, fun kind of bra under so you can see it. Like I love wearing them for nights out. So I have this really cool like purpley burgundy color, which I think again would be really cool for the fall as like a mesh top. And I have this bit of it and this little bit of it, so we'll see how much I can make out of it. The thing is, if I do long sleeves, it limits how much fabric I have to potentially make more. Like I can make more short sleeve tops than I can long sleeve tops. So that's also how I look at my scraps a lot of the time. It's like I'm gonna try to simplify the pattern as much as possible so that I can maximize it as much as possible. So sometimes that makes things a little less creative, but again, it's like I can make more of it. So I don't know, I always have to think in that regard. And then I also found both of these white mesh fabrics, which are so soft, and I think they'd be really great for, again, the same type of deal, just like a white mesh. This one, the quality of this one is so good. They're so soft. They're a slightly different shade, I think. Like I think this one's a little bit more yellow than this one, like a little bit warmer toned. I don't know if you can tell, but I think I'm gonna make some tops out of that too. So those are the fabrics that I found for other stuff. And then I have some fabrics that I can make more Sadie tops out of from like custom orders. So the brown Sadie dress that I made a couple vlogs ago, have a little bit left over for tops. Same with this red one and this yellow one. So I'm trying to like separate fabrics out in piles of like what I can make with them or what type of product I can make with them. But anyway, I don't know how long this vlog is, but I feel like I vlogged for quite a few days, so it's probably long enough to be one full video, and I don't need to yap too much further. But my next couple of videos I think are gonna be me prepping the fall collection and the fall drop and the fall photo shoot and all the things. So if you are interested in that whole process, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on it. And then I'm doing another flea market very soon as well, so a lot of prep work for that is coming. I have a lot going on the last few months of the year, so I think right now I'm just in like full-on grind mode of I have all this time to get it all locked in before I'm traveling quite a bit at the end of the year. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.